Look, just there in the snow and ice. An elf named Mage makes his way to Santa's workshop with special orders from the big man himself.
This biting wind and bitter cold, I mustn't let it daunt me from my task.
Quite suddenly, snowballs.
I was a little too fast for you this time. Keep practicing.
Well, the penguins here at the North Pole love to have snowball fights, and they were only playing, I think. Mage the elf continued undaunted on his mission. He didn't even stop to eat the sandwich he had made himself. After all, Santa had said this was very important business. A helicopter. One of Mage's least favorite sounds. It burst the snowfall silence around him. A reminder of one of his most mysterious neighbors, the military. Where do you think you're going, elf?
Nothing of any concern to you. I'll just be on my way. Good day.
Tell Santa we'd like to have a look at that sleigh technology soon. Mage pressed on. He thought of the briefcase at his side. He wondered if its weight came from the sheer ambition of Santa's plan. Something slight of frame and quick of hoof dashed before him. A young reindeer. Majestic, strong. It explained that it wanted nothing more than to pull Santa's sleigh through the sky, to take him across the globe on his magnificent mission.
A noble goal. But tell me, can you soar like the snowy owl? Not too shabby, but I encourage you to join Blitzen's flight class. He has it every spring.
As Mage continued on his journey, he did hope that he might see the young reindeer when the snow lightened and the sun shone just a little more. Now Mage knew he was growing ever nearer to Santa's legendary workshop. The wind told him so. It carried on it the sweet smell of peppermints and pine. At last Mage stood before those ancient doors. From within he could hear the sounds of hammers falling, gears turning, and machines buzzing. Nervous butterflies began fluttering in his stomach as he gathered himself for the task at hand. He reached out, knocked, and the door flew open. A snowball flew past his ear. Warmth and glow of Santa's workshop reached out like a hug and wrapped around Mage. It was so overwhelming, he almost forgot to look and see who had heaved that snowball. Of course, it was a penguin. Mage wasn't quite sure if this was one of the culprits from before that had somehow beaten him here. But either way, he had a very similar message.
You almost got me that time. Very close. Keep practicing. Now please go fetch for me your manager.
Mage stood for a moment alone in the doorway, his eyes wide with wonder at Santa's workshop. No matter how many times he had seen it, he always found something new, something he had never quite noticed before. Why, it looked like they had put in a discotheque and a basketball hoop. And was that a robot? He soaked in the wonder of it all, took a deep breath, and reminded himself the importance of his mission. Quite suddenly, a snowman appeared before him.
Oh, elf, why do you disturb us? Don't you know we are behind? We have go-karts, bicycles, and rocket ships to build.
My business is urgent. Orders from Santa himself.
With that, Mage smiled nervously at the snowman.
If it's so important, why doesn't Santa Claus tell me himself?
Santa got the idea when he was on tour in the malls across the world. He sent me back to the North Pole, post-haste, to tell you all to drop what you're doing and do this instead.
Just let me have a look at that scroll in hand. Put on the old reading glasses and, let's see here. Oh dear. Why, this will shake things up quite a bit. Brilliant as usual, Santa Claus. Listen up, everyone. I've just been handed orders directly from Santa himself. We have been charged with focusing all of our skill in forging the most delicate and fragile of things. A perfect gift for all humanity.
His mission accomplished, his message delivered, Mage began to walk and wander like a snowflake adrift in the breeze. Suddenly, great big frosty snowballs smacked him in the back of the head. Mage looked back in surprise, and there he saw a penguin, delighted at his handiwork. A great big smile crept onto the elf's face, and with a laugh he said,
I knew you could do it.
In these dark days, as the light never seems to reach the furthest shadow, cling to hope, and please give it to as many others as you possibly can.